Hey guys, welcome back to Quantum Break here. Let's see, so we are still on our way to the dry docks. We ran into some weird shit last time with time stopping again, and we fought some other guys that had powers similar to ours. Apparently, Monarch is able to make suits that give them these powers, so they can just put suits on any old soldier and be able to let them like shift around in time and stuff. And I already read that one, okay. So let's get over there. We also found out a lot about what my brother Will was doing. I think it was Will, not Bill. Will, something like that. Anyway, he had apparently done a time experiment a long time ago, like a time machine like this in his office, and everyone thought it was a failed experiment, but it wasn't. Nothing around there? Huh. Something over that way. Oh, here's something.
I refuse to leave while Jack's still here. I need to contain...
Paul, your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment, you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You will be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right. Always looking out for me. Ready to chop.
No. You're not getting away that easy.
Okay, so and there's also like some people like trying to backstab Paul Serene, do their own to kind of take over control of the company, I think, as well. So, not sure if she's working with that group or not. Maybe he doesn't even really need treatments, and they're just like keeping him on drugs or something. Who knows? Anyways, let's go find out if he left already.
Enemy spotted!
One of those
There was something
burst
wrong
ones.
with Paul. Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it his time travel? I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
No, I don't want to have a pistol, thank you. So this is from Sophia Amaral to Fiona Miller, Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment. Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome's rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to take a more calculated approach to finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behavior. Every attempt I've made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. I've looked into Martin's past. He began work for Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any records about his past or any aspect of his life before then. It's almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do wonder what his agenda truly is. Regarding your question, unfortunately there is nothing of value at Dr. Kim's lab, aside from Paul Serene's treatments and confidential files that would be of no use to your research. We will have to find another way to develop a cure. Dr. Sophia Amaral. A response to Fiona Miller's email. Would it be possible for me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I'm concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure for Paul's condition. Chronon syndrome. The treatments are only a temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you use this lab to administer Paul's treatments, but if I can borrow your keycard during the gala tonight, perhaps I could investigate further while everyone's occupied. Okay, so the gala tonight hasn't happened yet. I think that's literally tonight, so these emails are pretty recent. Not sure why we're seeing, like, why this computer has an email between those two doctors and stuff. What else? Let's see, 54? No, 66. Whichever one has more ammo is the one I want. From Beth Wilder to Fiona Miller regarding Jack. Fiona, William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure. I still believe that. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's been moved to ground zero. I'm following... Oh, is Fiona Miller the one that was in Goofy Guys? The nerdy dudes, the computer IT guys, Office, I don't know, in the last cutscene. Anyway, it looks like the icon might be that face. Let's see, so he's being moved to ground zero. I'm following the convoy there and we'll rescue him once transport is past security checkpoints. Not going to be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted. It's Charlie, yeah. So he's not looking over the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. Okay, so she was probably doing that so he would be distracted. Okay. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree you should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access will be difficult, but with the gala tonight, you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Amaril's keycard. I will contact you once on the other side. So they're saying that William and Jack Joyce have both been detained. Did you manage to get William first? Do you know the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here with the team focused on the university op. I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul Serene and Dr. Kim. Contents of the message is very cryptic, but before he died, Kim was running some kind of test from his lab, and William's research and the device related to this were somehow connected to what he was doing. Did you know about the countermeasure? I think to get into Kim's lab and find out more. I need to get into Kim's lab and find more. But the place has not been on restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are in custody, then the lab may be our only lead left. I'm just not sure how to do it. I'm sure as hell can't just ask somebody to let me in there. But she did ask the other check the key cards. So. It's like there's a few people in the company that are kind of suspicious of what's going on. Not a lot. Sudden Stop, the final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. The copy is signed by the author, dedicated to Emily Burke. Okay. Emily Burke, that's the dude's wife of Liam Burke's wife? Alright, through here. Oh, what's this? I read that, yeah. Okay. Look like a different note or something. What's out here? Oh, is that the lab that I was just walking around? Brothers? Huh. Open. Oh, wait, it did. I was just about to give up on you. Oh, wait. I don't want to go through here. I want to go through here then. Open. Oh, there we go. And this way. Oh, that was me putting my gun away. In there. Oh, what's all this? Is it stuff we couldn't access before? All this area? Graffiti. Alright, let's just go. I don't see anything over there.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Get to Serene at the Tritonus. Alright, these two are in cohorts against Paul. So Clarice was the lady's name, and then Hatch, of course, is kind of his right-hand man. Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly, you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions, but how it came to this? To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport, since whereabouts at the time are accounted for. So there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. So he said, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he's an exceptional individual, he's less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind, and that may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified for a good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree, ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the striker program because he lacked them or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you that he's an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke, but we don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature and scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interests. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. What? To Martin Hatch from Greece. Wow, this is a long email thread. I've been thinking about Liam Burke. I know you've worked closely with him for a while now, and he's been useful on nurse assignments we can't use him for because of the insufficient security clearance. Having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen at the university with the studies we're expecting and where it will lead makes him far less effective field operative than I prefer. Causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty given that he's still going to be a part of the operation, and frankly it feels like wasted potential. Okay, so the gist of it, she feels like, hey man, we should let him in, and he's like, no, and then she's like, you were right. Okay. Am I going back the way I came? I never know. Oh, no, I don't think so. It's sunny out here. I'm outside. Okay. Oh, what's this? Ah, Manuel Peretta? Who's that? Liam Burke's psych evaluation. Okay. First of all, I have to again register my objection. Martin. Okay, to Martin. Okay. What you are having me do under the guise of a psych evaluation is blatant violation of Liam Burke's occupation confidentiality, and the only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. Now, I recognize that in the world to come, our current rules and legislation, even our standards of morality, may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mr. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands, and I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put us all in particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. On to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that the man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the striker program, but what you have essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be briefed on that. But he knows we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out there, dangers that we have specifically been training striker units for. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about consequences. Burke is not one of them. He's willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but he doesn't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Oh, don't mistake that. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to feel in control of his life, and you have to put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced quite correctly that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He's already painfully aware of the fact that if and when that scenario arrives, he will not be a part of the solution. He understands the nature of striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation, a man without a striker suit is essentially dead. He doesn't know about what the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not a part of it. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He fears what the end of the world is coming, that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, the only way he can survive is with the technology Monarch is denying him access to. He doesn't understand the details or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. You may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it for himself and for his family. It may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to the pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have to reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent, but once he believes it's arrived, all bets are off. That is, unless you can give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly, I'm not sure he would trust either of us anymore. And speaking of trust, I recommend you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Martin. Our greatest challenge and greatest assets in the subjective years to come won't be technological, but ultimate. Don't make the mistake of seeing people as just entries on a spreadsheet. Okay. Whew. 11 out of 13 narrative objects, so I'm doing pretty good getting the story. Let's see, okay. No, nothing. Alright, into the green zone. Chronon radiation present in this area. Oh, don't spend more than 8 hours a day in here. Get headaches, dizziness, and loss of memory. Ooh, that's bad. Dizziness is kind of cool, like whoa, but the other stuff's bad. Alright, let's see. What's up, fools? So I looked up Amy Ferrero. She checks out pretty much how you'd expect. Good grades and no student loans because daddy's got money. Popular. The classic I'm better than you because I care so much package. Not studying anything remotely useful in a world where you gotta live, work for a living. She's into this whole activist lifestyle, always protesting this or that, and generally just hugging every tree and saving every well she sees. Yawn. On average, she signs 2 petitions a week and generally spends half her life sticking her nose in other people's shit. Credit where it's due, she's pretty good at it. Also, she's got a lot of friends who are all into this stuff, and she seems to be real good at getting them coordinated. Kind of makes her perfect for our purposes, because if you can talk her into saying what we want, there's a lot of folks who are going to listen. No boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know which way she swings. Why doesn't she put that on the internet? Doesn't she know what that's what it's for? But there's that family of hers. Looks like she's got real close ties. So if we need leverage, that's where you'll find it. You may want to make sure she stays on our side, though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people, and if they get the idea she's been screwed over, they might just get pretty mad. They just might get pretty mad. You know how these neo-hippie, bleeding heart hipster types are. Always up in arms about something. Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not screwing you, Charlie. Okay. And picked it up. Alright. Sure. Okay. 144 bullets. Nice. What's this one? Tactical SMG. Oh, that's what I have. Anyway. What's this? Assault rifle? Thank you. I'll take an SMG. There's the chopper. We gotta see if we can get to Paul before it takes off.
Sir.
Paul!
Stop! Come back, goddammit!
Don't.
Holy shit!
This thing coming
Gotta
down.
move. Come on!
Where was that? Through here? No? Apparently not. Alright. No? Why can't I go through there? Oh. One of those. This is in the way. God, you gotta be just the right distance.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Okay, I'm gonna dash through there before it gets crushed. So. Oh, I should have dashed again. Oh, okay, here we are. Oh, I have to be in this one.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I can't control the stuff here. I just need to- Oh, am I getting hit by that? Okay, let's see. We're going. That's all going to go. Alright.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Need to get the hell out of here. Jesus! Cutting a little close, Jack. It's like a goddamn maze in here.
Yeah, sure. That
Hit.
is-
Okay, keep going.
This way. I don't know, man. What's over here? No, I can't go that way. Alright.
No, not again.
Oh, shit. I was already, like, off the thing and I didn't jump. So. It looked like I would have jumped over it.
No, not again.
Ooh, jeez. This is pretty nuts.
Okay, game plan. Think.
Great.
Okay, here we go.
Grenades after I killed him. Oh, just more. Oh. Grenade happy. I can't go this way. I got my shotgun out? I'm maybe. You're gonna be at close range. Jeez. Down.
Incoming.
Why can't I do my thing?
Gotta move.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Okay, a little bit of ammo. At least the pistol's infinite. I wonder what the deal is with these Chronon things. It says. Blow it up. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay.
Don't do anything stupid.
I've never been a great listener.
Well, time to start. Get in.
What if I don't trust you?
Then shoot me.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm taking the van.
That's for not listening to me back there.
Ow.
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat. Starting to feel like goddamn babysitter.
Babysitter? You kidding me? I got good intel off that computer. Bitch.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
Who the fuck are you people?
All right, Act 2, Part 3, Bradbury Swimming Pool. Is that where the gala is going to be?
What led you to the swimming hall?
Oh, Will said there was something important in his briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall on the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
This building's been shut down for years.
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
I know your brother built the one thing that could stop the fracture. I know we're meant to find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
Yeah? I bet you like the paycheck, too.
Tried to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing for it for most of my life.
You weren't aware that William owned the place?
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
We need to find your brother's countermeasure. And fast. Things will get worse as the fracture progresses. And Monarch will be turning Riverport over looking for you. Locked. Jack, that key you got from Will's briefcase.
Key doesn't fit. Okay.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna find another way in.
Make it quick. I'll keep a lookout for unwanted company. Can you find a way in, Jack? We shouldn't stay out here.
Beth, it's
There's
been
no
5
way in
seconds.
over here.
Oh. There's an open window up there, though.
You okay?
I just checked the news reports, and Monarch is being heralded as a hero. No, I'm not okay. Because if I had just refused to make that confession,
Then you'd be dead. Somebody else would have done it.
doesn't make it easier.
See what she says.
Any ideas how to get inside?
The whole building's falling apart. There's gotta be an opening somewhere.
Yep. Of course, I choose the wrong direction when I start.
Hit.
Can I get up there? It's gotta be from there. Just do a little hop with your hands, grab the rope. Oh shit, because I'm standing on a trash bag. Alright. Let's see from this side.
This is weird. I could swear this is the same cab I was in when I came to the university.
It's a taxi. They all look the same, don't they? I'll check the license plate on my phone and see if anything comes up, but, I mean, it's a long shot.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I can get that part up. No, oh, come on. I have to wait for the thing.
Hey, think I found a way in.
Oops. Push the lock button.
Whoa. Hey, I just looked up the license plate of the cab parked over there. It belongs to somebody named Nick Marsters.
Nick Marsters? That's the name of one of the witnesses we picked up from the university.
Yeah, I recognized his picture. I saw him there. But how did his cab get here? Do you think Monarch took it?
It's not possible. I've been monitoring Monarch activities this whole time. I honestly don't know.
What is there something I can
Yes, Amy?
do around here?
What is it?
There were others taken from the university. Friends of mine. What happened to them?
Should be released by now. Monarch convinced them the same thing they convinced everybody else. That what Monarch did at the university was necessary to protect them from.
Damn it.
Guessing
These stutters aren't going away.
No offense.
Jesus. I have no idea what happened.
Okay. Yep.
Why me?
What?
I mean, they could have picked anybody. To lie for them? To make that confession? Why me?
Maybe Serene thought.
Will had used the building to hide away his personal items.
Alright, let's take a look while we're here.
What the hell were you doing here, brother? Time travel experiments with rats?
Okay, May 17th, 1998. This is William Joyce, and I'm about to conduct the first animal test of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse, Schrodinger, in order... Where? He's gone. Where'd he go? Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on, come on, come on. You're okay. You're alright. You're alright. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will reemerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine. It has now been
$12,000
3 minutes.
movie
No
bill.
sign of Schrodinger. This is
Must
a
have
very
hauled a
good
lot
sign.
more to this place
2
than
minutes
just
to
some
go.
old boxes.
Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot. Okay, the machine is warming up again. Should be able to activate test number 2 in around about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5 minutes into the past, which means that he will now be traveling counterclockwise through the corridor, and when he comes out the other.
You owned this place since 1999?
Holy shit.
Why didn't you tell me,
It
Will?
worked. This is clear proof that it's... What I'm now looking at is a future version of the same mouse that has successfully traveled 5 minutes into the past. Schrodinger, meet future you. Ow. Ow. Fucker bit me.
No wonder you were always coming up with crazy shit.
Hello, Riverport. Teresa Sedmak here, filling in for Bobby Radford. About to brighten your day with some good news. The victims wounded during the terrorist attack on Riverport University are being treated in the Monarch Solutions Medical Center in downtown Riverport, and the hospital has released a statement saying they are all now stable and out of critical condition. I'm sure they are thankful for all your good thoughts and prayers. As for those who didn't survive the attack, we still don't have a
Something over this way.
but we do know that most of the dead are security personnel from Monarch.
Alright, let's see. Enemies remain revealed for longer. Functional time vision increases. Functional time vision increases. Oh, I didn't even realize it was limited. Increased size. Time stops radius increases, making it easier to catch multiple targets within the bubble. Yeah, let's do that. It's hard to aim that thing, so I'll go with that one. Oh, costs 4. Oh, never mind. I need to find a few more. Okay. I don't really care. I think I'll save up for that one. What's the increased blast radius? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save up for that one. It's the same room, different room. Same room. All right. Yes, luck.
Working on it.
Hey, Jack, you gonna unlock this door for us?
Since
Yeah,
that's so
just
nice.
hold on.
All right, let's take a look around. Down here.
Nice work.
Where'd she go? Follow her. Okay, there she is.
This note. It's directed at me.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit.
What the?
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it. Because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it. This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
What was that?
He recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? And he said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out. Let's keep looking.
Will that just continue?
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit. Safe, empty.
Oh no,
I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it. This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
Great, so another...
Help me push this out of the way. Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it. But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who. I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
Big red button. Right. Check. Click in here. Damn. Pretty big place. Alright, let's do this.
Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Second time machine. This changes everything. If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure. We can change everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait. Let's think this through. That's not how it...
I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we can do this without the countermeasure. But you're right. We'll need the machine.
Right. Let's start with the core.
Explanation? Anybody?
I saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. He must have hid it here.
Feel free to fill me in. Anytime now.
Okay, core controls. Where are they? Okay. Gotta figure out where to start. Where are the core controls?
It looks like the core is in the middle. Oh, but the controls were it. Try to connect all conduits. Remember, cord connects 1 through 24. Oh, okay. No, I don't know. Let's see.
Will received a massive research grant in 1997. He'd successfully built the time machine by 1999. But the results scared him. He never told a soul.
Cool. Alright, and...
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think.
Anybody check out this map? It looks like he labeled where everything is.
Hey, Amy.
What is this?
I don't think you'd believe me.
In the past 2 hours, I've learned that Monarch is a secret paramilitary.
It's a time machine.
Okay. I'll compartmentalize that with everything else that shouldn't make sense.
We should help Jack find the core controls.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Jack. You might want to check out this monitor.
You wanna check out what monitor?
None of these consoles even look like they're from the 21st century. Guy sure as hell know how to make his life more complicated.
Oh damn, there's a lot of stuff in here. Wait, from Will to Beth.
You might want to take a look at this, Jack.
Okay. Time has arrived, it's here. Everything you warned me about is about to come to fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there. Put my mind at ease. Tell me you have the countermeasure.
How the hell do they keep this all a secret?
I'm losing my mind over here. I spent years trying to convince myself that you were wrong all this time and that I built the countermeasure for nothing. I tried to move on, pick up the pieces, but now I have seen proof. Paul Serene brought me in to advise on an experiment at the university. They've built it. They've built another time machine, almost an exact replica of my own design, but with key flaws in the calculations. Just like you said, if they activate this machine, then the fracture will occur. How is this possible? How have they followed my design so closely? Somebody's been watching me all this time now. Somebody's orchestrating all of this. I'm being followed. At first I thought it was paranoia, but it's true. A man has been watching my every move. I secretly took his photo, ran a search. His name is Liam Burke. He works for a security division of Monarch Solutions. I first noticed it a week ago, but this could have been going on for years. What does he want? What does he know, and how is he connected to this? I need answers. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know who else is involved, or what they want, and why. I need to hear from you. I need to know that I'm not alone in all of this. If what you once told me is true, then on the onset of the fracture may be inevitable. But I can't simply stand by and allow it to happen, not until I know the countermeasure is safe. To Beth from... That was, wait, this is also from him, okay. I've seen the cause of the fracture exists, it's here, are you still out there? Again to Beth. I've given enough hope that you're still listening. I'm not sure why I'm writing this, maybe to get some closure. You changed the course of my life when you entered it. I spent a decade devoted to your cause. I sacrificed every relationship I had, pushed away everyone I loved, all in the name of the lie. There is no threat coming, there never was. I have to force myself to believe this. It's the only way to move on. It's the only way to pick up the pieces and start over. This is goodbye. Again to Beth. It's back in 2011 now. It's been a year, I still haven't heard anything. You know where to find me. Hello, 2010. August 2010, and the number you gave me is now disconnected. Where are you? I can't sleep, please call me. Call me or email me something. July 2010, I'm freaking out, still trying to call you. Where are you? Have you taken it? It's not safe in the open. You don't understand the power of this device. I dialed the number you gave me in case of emergencies. You aren't answering. What's going on? And then July 5th is when it disappeared. It's gone. The countermeasure's gone. What happened? Okay. So Weird.
The schematics for the countermeasure spanned 11 years, 1999 to 2010. In itself, that wasn't strange. But the guy built a working time machine in 2.
These schematics are all in Will's writing. He did all of this. Built everything.
Monarch was made aware of its existence shortly after it was completed. In 1999.
1999.
They believe it was destroyed shortly after. I imagine Will wanted to keep it that way.
Where is she? Did she go downstairs? Oh yeah, she's way over there. Alright.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. I can't activate the core till it's reset.
Alright, so let's go down to where Beth is. Maybe here? Did I do this one?
Need to find a way to reset the core first.
Okay, that's that. No, I do that one. Wow, there's a lot of... This thing's huge, but I guess it takes a lot to travel in time. Alright, where'd Beth go? I saw her standing there. There she is.
You said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it? The time machine?
He said the countermeasure was stolen. But the machine is still here.
I can't argue with that logic.
Hey! It looks like I can reset the core from here.
Are you sure you know what you're doing there?
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. I'm hoping that means he knew what he was doing here. This is what Will is leading us to. We have to test it. The core. That's what we set up first.
This could actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
We'll see. It's still resetting. The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
The controls are up here, according to the monitor.
I can't insert the date yet.
Okay, so the date in there. Core activation ready.
Here goes nothing.
W. Oh, hold it.
What was that?
It's fine. It's fine. It worked. It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Okay, there is no way that thing should be exposed like that.
Activate the corridor. Where did we do that at? Let's see.
Okay, where is the corridor?
Auxiliary power. I don't see anything labeled corridor. Try to connect all conduits. Blah blah blah. All right.
There's a light blinking here.
Fashion.
Might be what you're looking for.
Corridor activation. There you go.
Thank God.
Is that supposed to do that?
Will's key did that?
Yeah.
Key to a time machine, and he left it in the trunk of his goddamn car.
That's my brother in a nutshell.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
It's like yellow. Oh, it's green on there. Okay, so now we go enter the date probably.
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Okay, end of Act 2. Wow. So now we're going to be at the gala, and we know that we want to get that scientist lady to fix Will's time machine. All right, cool. This is getting really good. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end this episode here, and then I think between acts will be the live action sequence thing. So we'll see what happens next time. All right. Yeah, like if you like, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you. Bye.